That way I won't have to skate around any answers. And we can't answer all y'all's questions, just so you know. What's up, Sheila Mac? We can't answer all y'all's questions, man. You got to say some. And I just added, I ain't never really done this before, believe it or not. I had a second person come on during the live. Does anyone know how to make it where you can just add a person? Okay, it says adding. I think he's doing it. Connecting. Bam!
Hey, hey.
It worked out. Mr. Austin, give me a mic check. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
All right, I did it, man. That's my first time. This is the first time I've ever done this before, and who better to do it with?
Well, hey, I love it. Listen, and look at me. I look like a beach bum right now. I'm actually in Florida and Fort Myers with the kids hanging out at the beach and all that stuff. But I saw you live, and I wanted to just chime in, man.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. I was given the people who don't know what we do at all an overview and kind of a perspective, so they won't think that you just jump to this real estate game. We can literally position you in every area of your finances, and then that way, when it's time to grow your money, real estate is definitely now a viable option. So, Ms. House, how is it that what makes real estate kind of the cherry on the top in your view? Why is this kind of the icing on the cake? We could have done well without it, but what makes this the extra piece we needed?
Well, I'll tell you, Brian, you said it earlier, and that is that wealthy people, not rich people, but wealthy people actually invest or put their money into tangible assets, okay? Not digital, not paper, but something that is backed by collateral. That's why real estate has always been the benchmark for building wealth. If you look at any wealthy person out there, they have real estate in their portfolio. And one, it's collateralized, but the other thing is the return on real estate has always, how do I say it? It's been consistent. You know what I mean? You can have ups and downs in the market, but even if you have a down in the real estate market, it always recovers because there's always a need for somebody to be able to live in a home. And one of the things that I think is really important when you talk about the cherry on the top is, and you alluded to it the other day when you were on Christie's live, and that is that our goal is obviously Make Wealth Real is the name of the company, MWR Financial. MWR stands for Make Wealth Real. And in order to be able to do that, I believe real estate has to be in our portfolio, but I also believe it's the first step to building wealth, okay? And when I say that, I mean from an investment standpoint. I mean from an equity standpoint. Obviously, the first steps are getting your cash flow right, making sure your income's where it needs to be. Because you can't start investing or saving or doing anything until you have those things in order, okay? Once you have those things in order, then we provide all the pieces of the puzzle necessary with experts that do all the work for you to start building equity, to accumulating assets, to getting your money working for you, which is the key to time and financial freedom. You don't ever have time and financial freedom until the income from your assets or your investments is producing enough income to support your current lifestyle while still growing faster than inflation to be able to support your future lifestyle. That means you don't have to work anymore. And that's what the goal for people is, to be able to enjoy their life, to be able to do the things that they want to do when they want to do them, with who they want to do them, for as long as they want to do them, without having to answer to somebody else and somebody else control their paycheck. And so that's what we've done here. Now, I'll say this piece right here, Brian, and then I'll shut up. And if you've got any questions, ask me. It's the first live I think I've ever done in a t-shirt, by the way. But at the same time, there's something really, really important when I say it's kind of the launching pad or the beginning point, and that is that home ownership. If you look at the statistics, even from the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development, they just recently stated, Ben Carson, who heads up that department, recently stated not too long ago that you need to go on, buddy. I'll be done in a minute. The average homeowner in this country has a net worth of $200,000. Okay, the average homeowner. The average renter, which there's 47 million people in the United States renting right now, have an average net worth of $5,000. You can see the disparity there between the haves and the have-nots. And a lot of that revolves around whether or not you own property, whether or not you own real estate, whether or not you have assets. And
did we lose him? Did I just lose him, or did we lose him? We lost him. Hold on. I don't know what happened. I don't even know how to get y'all's comments back. Hold on. Shoot. I lost him. I don't know how I lost him. Okay, you should come back. I think I fixed it. I see it's adding. He's on the beach. So we got to respect the fact that the man is with his family. And the Wi-Fi may not be that good. But I
think I'm back.
Okay.
Yeah, is my internet coverage bad?
No, you sound great. You just went away on my end.
Okay.
So I think that was everybody.
Okay.
We were talking about renters versus equity. Go ahead. 200,000, 5,000 in net worth.
Yeah. And that's why I say it's the starting point, because the average homeowner in this country, according to the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development, which was just recently stated by Ben Carson, that the average homeowner has a net worth of $200,000, or the average renter has a net worth of $5,000. And so it's that disparity, that's this big separation between the haves and have-nots in this country. And that creates that disparity, because in order to pass on a legacy, in order to be able to inherit, for money to be long-term, okay, you've got to have real estate, because those are the things that are passed on from generation to generation. And listen, without bringing anything else into the picture, you guys, everybody, we all know what's been going on with, the talks about equality and race in this country and everything else. And when you look at that, one of the biggest challenges in the Black community and a lot of minority communities, not just the Black community, but majority in the Black community, there's been a huge disparity because of the fact that there were restrictions on where you could buy land, whether you could buy land for so long, whether you could own real estate. Okay. And so we're fixing that. I feel like we're providing a solution to that challenge, and making it to where now everybody can become a homeowner, regardless of what your credit is too, because between what we do at MWR Financial to get you in the best position to qualify, in addition to that, Brian, once we get somebody as far as we can get them, even on the credit side, with our partner program, we have now forensic credit repair experts that will go in and deal directly with the creditors, not just the credit bureaus. And these are licensed attorneys that do forensic credit restoration. Okay. And which is crazy. Say that again.
I'm sorry, I was gonna say that's a totally different animal now.
Yeah, no, it changes the game. And so when we say buy, sell, flip, or invest, our members are going to be able to participate in all of that. They're going to have real experts that do the work. You're not going to have to come in here and get a real estate education to go out and start participating. Our guys, our experts, they locate the property, then match the property with a buyer and the seller, obviously. They then match it with a investor. Then they match it with a lender. Then if any repairs that need to be done, they'll actually handle all the repairs with our contractor, nationwide contractors that we deal with, and developers. in addition to that, they handle all the closing processes and everything. You get to invest, and I don't want to say invest. I'm going to start changing that language a little bit, because what you are is you're really a joint venture partner. Because in order for this to be done properly, investors in real estate typically have to be what's called sophisticated investors. Those are people that make $250,000 a year or more, or they have over $1 million in net worth. Well, with a population where 78% of the country is living paycheck to paycheck, that eliminates a large portion of the population from ever being able to participate in this type of investment strategy. All right. So we want to level the playing field. So in order to do it without them having to be sophisticated investors, that's why we form joint ventures LLCs, to where our members are able to participate, not having to come up with hundreds of thousands of dollars. But you were asked earlier, and I think somebody asked what the minimum is, and typically it's going to be $10,000. But we can take a group of 4 or 5 members and allow them to be able to participate in a joint venture LLC, to where each of them have $10,000, instead of having to come up with $50,000 or $100,000 a piece, and then be able to employ. And I don't even know if I should say this, but I don't want to let. I'm like you. Hey, how do you not tell everything? We can't.
I know.
I'm going to say this. I'm going to say this, Brian. I'm going to say this. Okay. Imagine being able to earn 20% in returns per annum, 20% interest on your money, plus 5% equity, and you didn't do any of the work. That's never been done. I don't know of any investment. I don't care if you love crypto, Forex, options. I don't care what you love. There is nothing out there that will touch what MWR Financial is going to be able to do. And I'm going to bring up one more thing, and then I'm going to shut up again. Imagine MWR Financial Communities, because guys, that's what's going to happen. People always ask, what about inventory? We're not worried about inventory. There's 140 million homes out there that are distressed properties that we can access, that will participate in our flipping programs. And our members will bring those homes to us. When they come across the deal, our investors will take care of it. Our experts will take care of it. They'll facilitate all of it. But on top of that, we're never going to run out of inventory. And the reason we're never going to run out of inventory is because we're going to build our own communities. We're going to build our own MWR Financial Communities, meaning that, and now I'm really giving away too much, Brian. But
it's the point division.
Yeah, but that's the goal. That's the goal, is to have MWR Financial Communities in pockets all across the country, to where our members can participate in the growth and the profits of developing communities and providing people with homes across this country. From an investor standpoint, from a buyer standpoint, we're going to be able to help everybody in that regard. And so I'm extremely excited. I mean, I've never been this excited, Brian. I don't think I've ever, in my business career, I don't think I've ever done something that could have this much impact.
Man, listen, in my home-based business, networking career, I haven't either. I've tossed and turned for the past 4 or 5 days here, just thinking about the different strategies that I want to help put together to help people see how this works. Let's do this. I know you with your family, 2 minutes or less. A realtor, you know what realtors are saying? How can I benefit? Give the realtor a 2-minute understanding. Is that possible or no?
Yeah, hold on. Here, I'll hit you with about 10 things real quick. Realtors will now be able to create clients because of our financial makeover process.
Did I just lose him, or did he just get lost? Or did I just lose him? Hold on, because I lost him on mine. I don't know. They want to try me today. Come on, Wi-Fi. I just lost him. So I know y'all lost him. I'm scrolling. Is he back? Is he back? He's back. All right, let's see what's happening here. This is crazy because when he gets dropped, his name disappears. So I have to find him. Let's see. He was given a great. You back?
I'm back.
You cool?
I'm good.
Okay.
Are you?
Can realtors?
Yeah, I'll give you about 10 things real quick, okay? Realtors with this program will be able to create clients because of our financial makeover process. We can put any client they have in the best position to be able to qualify for lending by increasing their cash flow, by raising their credit scores, by helping them lower their debt to income ratios through our debt elimination program, by helping them lower their bills, allowing them to be able to position themselves to get the best, their clients, to be able to get the lowest interest rate, the lowest down payments, and put them in the best position to qualify. So it helps them create clients. It now allows them to turn renters into homeowners. So now they have a new market, in which some of them already market in that direction, but a lot of times they stay away from it because they feel like renters rent because renters can't qualify. Well, when renters have a program to be able to help them qualify, that makes a difference. So that's a new market that's going to be able to go into. When they participate by bringing buyers or sellers to MWR Financial, they get to keep their same company. They don't have to change companies or anything. But when they do that, they can then participate in our program. They get their same commissions, the 3 to 6%, depending on whether it's a split commission or whether they get the full commission with the buyer and the seller. And on top of that, we're going to pay them an extra percent just for attending the closing. Okay. So now instead of 3 to 6%, with our program, they can make 4 to 7% because on the back end, we get to pay them additional. Okay. So now they make even more money. And so when it comes to realtors, every realtor, they're going to pick up referrals from us because let's face it, we're going to have buyers that are in different areas of the country that are going to want to be able to purchase a home. We may not have inventory in that area, but if you are an MWR Financial, qualified financial director that is also a realtor, you'll be able to submit for our certified realtor program and you'll be able to pick up referrals. We'll see where your address is and we'll say, hey, Mary Smith's looking for a home in this area. What inventory do you have? And now you pick up a buyer that you never would have gotten. Not to mention, as a realtor, you need everything we have. You need residual income. You need money, which now is going to be our tax reduction strategies. You know how many realtors are in financial trouble because they get big commissions and they don't do the right things with their money? It's all over the place. Taxes. It's rampant.
Yeah. So, well, man, listen, we give away too much.
Yeah.
I'll get later so we can see the count. I think Game Changer is officially sold out. Even with our overflow room, I think it's officially sold out. But we'll tally it up and see what the overflow room can actually hold. But we're doing some creative things to get as many as we can. We'll get our final numbers in, but at least we're able to get the overflow room so you can still feel the energy right next to each other. Yeah. But
hey, I got one last thing. Brian, I got one last thing. Everybody on here that's already involved in MWR Financial, and if you're not, you want to position yourself now. This is not the thing you want to wait until it's announced. You want to be building towards the announcement. And the reason I say that is because there's something that's going to happen for executive area directors and above. I'm not going to tell people what that is yet, but I am going to say this. You want to get to an executive area director position with MWR Financial as quick as you can, because that's going to give you somewhat of a first mover advantage on something. And I'm not going to say what it is. Okay. So.
No. Okay. Well, hey, you and your family, man, guys, if you're already in a business, get to area director. You know what that means. If you're not in the business, get with the person who invited you so you can see the value of our membership. If you're not even ready for the real estate portion, we'll show you step by step how to get your personal makeover so that you can grow your assets. But first, you may want to save and make. Growth is phase 3. So we're talking about phase 3 today, but we'll show you how to do all 3 phases. And we'll see you guys at Game Changer, April 16th, 17th, and 18th. Don't forget the virtual Game Changers the weekend before. So no matter where you live, get registered for the virtual Game Changer 9, 10, and 11, because I got to start training you guys now on what to get ready for later. All right, real estate is cool, but the mindset it takes to make all this happen is going to be powerful. Go ahead,
yeah, one last thing. Guys, this is just a small piece of what we're getting ready to announce. I said small piece. You think of how big we're all talking about this right now, how big it is. This is just one piece that we're getting ready to announce. When you see the rest of it, you're going to flip. So with that, Brian, I'm going to go spend some time with my family. Hey, I didn't mean to barge
Go
in
do
on
it.
your live, but man, you were doing an awesome job. And I thought, hey, I'll just offer, I've got a few minutes. If I can help in any way, I will.
No, enjoy the beach, man. I appreciate you for even coming on, guys. GameChangerATL.com. You're registered for the virtual one, GameChangerATL.com, April 9th, 10th, and 11th for the online version. And Miss House, I appreciate it, man. And I'll see you guys on the beaches as well.
All right, see you guys. Right, bye-bye.
My mic is muted. Okay, so that's the end of that presentation. Give you more information about the home-based business, the different components to it, the different pillars to it, how it can, if you don't have the money to invest, you can find it right in your paycheck with the tax strategies and the tax professionals. Don't overpay, right, in your taxes, and legally, right, have a game plan in place to get the extra income to invest. And when you introduce it to others, you get the passive income that you need as well. So this is the direct link to enroll in the business, right? If you're ready to enroll. And you can go to my secondary website or my other website and watch, which is fixmycreditandcash.com. Watch these 3 videos. Once you go on that website, click on the tab Home-Based Business, right, that you'll see in the top right corner. Once you click on that tab, this page, it will shift you or take you to this page. Learn the 4, 3, 2, 1, and this is additional information for you as well. So watch these 3 videos. That's my millionaire mentor that gave the presentation, Mr. Brian Beane. That was just on the presentation with the CEO, Mr. Brian House. Yes, both of their name is Brian. Watch these 3 videos, right? And once you gain more information and education about it, then you can send me a direct text to my business phone. These 3 words, I want in, right? And then I will provide you with more information from there. And this is the number for you. It just takes I want in. After you visit those 2 websites for or direct enrollment, you can go select these links. Additional information, again, you can go to fixmycreditandcash.com. And then after that, you text I want in. And I did not even put in the last part of the number. So it's 601 720 2063, right? 601 720 2063. I want in. Once you have done your research and your due diligence and you're ready to go, or you can just simply go to this link, right? Click on this link and go ahead and enroll, because basically I'm going to, send you the same link via text message as well, or give you more information and steps to enroll. So that's MWR, right? I know a lot of you all will be in, you will be excited. All different ways, people, in this great reset, right, to position yourself for prosperity. I believe you should not have all of your eggs in one basket. You should always have different income streams and revenues coming in. And the reason being, I own physical real estate myself, and it is not an easy task, right? Especially if you're trying to find the deal, you're trying to flip the deal, if you're hiring contractors to come in and refurbish the property or renovate the property, right, to get it up to par. And then you have to have tenants, and you have to qualify good tenants. And a lot of people don't want to go through those steps, right? They don't want to go through those steps and procedures. So I see some people are already making connections on the website. This is my text message will notify me. And so this company will do all that lead work, right, and that research for you. And you can truly earn the money passively and it helps you find the money and fund the money, right? Because after you get less taxes taken out of your paycheck, once you then take that money and you flip it into real estate, right, then that's additional tax deductions that you get, right? The government give tax deduction breaks and allow people to pay less taxes legally when they are part of business components, not when they're employees. You got to learn the rules of the game of the wealthy to become one of them, right? It's one thing to confess that you're going to be a millionaire or a billionaire, but it's another thing to position yourself by making the right moves and strategies, right, to actually become a millionaire, billionaire. You can't say that you have a rich and wealthy mindset and you're making poor man's move. Let me say that again. You cannot say, I'm going to be rich and wealthy, and you're making the moves of the poor or even the middle class. You have to make the moves that the rich and wealthy make, and that is an inclusion, right? Okay, great. That is an inclusion of real estate. Again, I believe in digital assets. Everyone has that different philosophy of wealth, right? I believe in digital assets as well. I also believe in stocks, and paper assets. But Mr. Brian House, as he stated, that the big to tangible, having tangible assets, right, is something that I teach and preach as well. And that's real estate and land, right? God is not making or producing any more land. But yet the demand, especially in July, right? So you have to position yourself in the movement of money. Let me say that again. You have to position yourself in the movement of money. Where is money moving? In real estate. Moratoriums are ending in exactly 3 days for renters. So if you're a landlord, you're looking for new tenants, probably. And July, right, ends the moratorium on foreclosure for mortgages. So the wealth movement is in cryptocurrency, in some stocks, and in real estate, people, right? And so again, a lot of people don't want to do all of the groundwork of taking on these, finding the deal, flipping the deal, right, and funding the deal, where you can get in here and get 20% or more or higher return on your investment. Real estate should be a part of your portfolio. It definitely should be a part of your, and including the home-based business as well. Should be a part of your financial success plan, your prosperity plan. You got to have a prosperity plan, like 2 Kings chapter 4. The prophet Elijah gave the struggling woman when her husband died and left her and her sons in debt, right? He gave her a prosperity plan, and that prosperity plan was to open or have her own base business. And he told her to go borrow pots, go borrow vessels. He told her to leverage her credit to go borrow from neighbors. And now, instead of her sons being debt slaves and working for someone else in their business, she flipped the script and she had her sons to work for her. That's why if you have children as well, your children should be on your payroll in your home-based business. You should not be giving your children allowances, or even the men that's watching, if you're paying child support. You should flip that and put it on payroll. So some of that can be legally tax deductible. Put your child to work in the home-based business, and you can recoup some of that money back legally, right? All these tax strategies should be on your team. All these things you don't know, you have to know the laws, the language, and the moves that the rich and wealthy make if you truly want to become them, right? So I'm signing out. Again, go to fixmycreditandcash.com. Even if you need credit analysis or credit help, you can find that there as well. And if you want to go ahead and enroll, I have the link in the comments in the description. Or if you want to find out more information, then you text and do not text this number after business hours, which is Today, I usually don't text on Sundays, but because of this special announcement, I did. But that would be 6 o'clock Eastern time, right? So it is a business communication line. Handle it like as such, right? No text at 9, 10, 11, 12, 8 o'clock p.m. at night. And another secret that you all need to know, rich people, by 8 o'clock p.m., they don't accept phone calls. This is the secret that Dick Gregory taught me about the power of sleep. And from the hours of 10 p.m. to 2 a.m., getting your gift from God, from the universe, by allowing the meditation of your creative mind and your your body, right, automatically goes into a sleep stage. And people that stay awake or work the graveyard shift, they don't make healthy decisions because they are not allowing that gift from God that happens naturally through science and through the earth and through research. Your body automatically starts producing melatonin after 90 minutes after the sunset. I know I'm going deep into territory, but I'm saying it to say this: you should not be texting about business after definitely after sunset, 90 minutes after sunset, or when it's dark. Right, that's when research should be in. That's when you should be studying. But definitely between the hours of 10 and 2, you should be sleeping because that's the highest peak of your mental capacity to receive instructions and communication from God. That's the story of Cinderella. That's the point. The story Cinderella brings out that at midnight, everything returned back to its normal state. And now it turns into a pumpkin, right? And so her ride, she was riding in her what I forgot the name of it, but it turned back into a pumpkin. Well, what's the only thing on your head on your body that's shaped like a pumpkin is your head, right? So there comes a time that your mind returns back to its normal states, but its highest peak to receive information, instructions, and downloads from the universe and from God and the higher being is between 10 p.m. and 2 a.m. Right? So that's just a little extra thrown in. So let's do your research. Let's get you started and let's position you for the greatest wealth transfer that this generation has or will ever experience. You all have a great Sunday.